Hello guys, I've had a few days off of work this week. On Thursday this box came through the letterbox, and inside this box was this box, Kubey, and inside this box was this box, no markings on it at all, and inside that box was this little beauty. And I would just like to thank Kubey Knives for sending me in this Kubey EDC multi-tool folding knife here. Look at that. Looks nice, doesn't it? But check the blade out, guys. I mean, look at that. It's awesome. Now, I've got to be honest here, guys. I have seen this particular knife on the web, on GearBest, and on different reviews several times now, and I thought to myself, well, yeah, I don't really like this knife at all. No, I don't like it. But it's one of those occasions where once you get something in your hands, you can actually see it properly. And well, it's just when I've got it now, I've actually got hold of it now, and I've had a good look at it, guys, and it is actually quite a nice looking knife. The design here has actually changed a little bit from what you'll find on Kubey's website. I'll put a little picture just here for you to look at. This is the picture you'll see on their website. As you can see, they've changed the design a little bit. It hasn't got these three little slots milled out of it. But anyway, what do you think of it, guys? I love the blade shape. And if you check my channel, you'll see I've got another knife up with this exact same blade shape on it. So far, I've not managed to chop myself with this unusual style of blade here, but you know, there's the rest of the review to go so far, guys. But anyway, let's take a closer look at this beautiful knife, shall we? Okay, so as per last time, I'm taking absolutely no chances whatsoever with this blade. So I'm wearing these extra thick welding gloves because I know exactly what I'm going to do. You've got this rather unusual tip to the blade here. It's a very nice design. I love this blade actually, but you've got this 3 different cutting edges here. And I'm not taking any chances with it because I know exactly what I'm going to do while I'm filming. There's going to be blood everywhere. Anyway, it's a beautiful blade, as you can see, a bit of a fingerprint magnet. I love the design of the blade too. It's really nice actually. You can see the Kubey logo here. That's quite nice. I like that. There's a very nice gold thumb stud. Let's move along a bit. We've got some quite nice titanium grey aluminium scales. There's the little spanner set there. We've got a lanyard hole here. Got a nice little design just here, going on just here too. We have a glass breaker here, which will be tungsten in there. We've got a little plastic spacer there. But just check out what I really do like about this knife, guys, is the gold liners. Look at that, really nice. Very nice indeed, I like that. I think the titanium and the gold go together really, really well. Let's just see if we can fold this blade away with these great big thick gloves on. Yep, we can. Okay, right then. Now, blade centering is difficult with this blade because of its cut, but it's not too badly centered actually. It probably looks a lot worse than it is because of the you know, the grind. Right, now then, just here, don't know why I've got my gloves on still, but just here, Mrs. Rathbone thinks this is a bottle opener, and she's going to be having a go at that later on in the review. Let's take a quick look at a few dimensions for you. Closed length, right, this is by my measure, by the way. I measured these. The closed length is 97.3. Overall length is 161 millimeters. the width of the thing just here where the pocket clip is, you're looking at 16.1 mil, and at its widest point here you're looking at 12.3 millimeters. The blade length itself is 67 millimeters. One cutting edge, the longer cutting edge, you're looking at 57.8. The second cutting edge here, he said being very careful, is 14.4, and this one around here is 6 mil. Right, so how much does this knife weigh then? Pop him on. There we are. It's 3 ounces or 84 grams. Now let me just take a moment to thank Kubey Knives for sending this little fellow in. And what I'll do is I will put you in the descriptive text below. You will find there is a link to the website and the product page to this rather nice knife. As I say, having seen these in the past being reviewed and seen them on the web, pictures of it on the web, I've not really liked the knife a great deal at all, to be honest with you. But having got one in my hands, and you can actually see, you know, I can actually see what it's like, it's actually quite a nice looking knife actually. Pictures really don't do it justice, I don't think, guys. You've actually got to see it in real life to appreciate it. I don't know what you think of the knife at all, whether you like it, whether you've got one, whether you don't like it or not. But to be honest with you, you really do need to see it in the flesh to appreciate how nice this thing is. I'm thoroughly convinced now. As you can see, it's got a very strong pocket clip here. I'm thoroughly convinced now I've got one in my mitts, and it's quite, despite its funny shaped handle here, it is actually quite nice to hold. What about in the reverse grip? Yes, once again, it's quite nice to hold like that too. Unusual design, but it's sort of, this part here is also reflected here, look. So it's an interesting, a very interesting design. These little bits sticking out here. You've got these little milled out bits here, which are different, as I said to you earlier on, a little bit different from what you'll see on their website, because it's got like 3 slots here. This nice titanium grey finish goes very nicely with the gold liners. I'm really this particular colour I like a lot. The way it all goes together, nice shiny blade, nicely finished. Yes, I do like it actually. I suppose we ought to get the bitzer bag in and see what it can chop up, and not my fingers with any luck. Let's get the bitzer bag in, guys. So here we are with the bitzer bag. It's been quite a while since we've done chopping stuff up on the channel, hasn't it, guys? I can't remember the last time I did it, but it's quite a while ago anyway, so I've probably forgotten how to chop stuff up. Let's give it a go. We'll start with a little sheet of paper just to see how sharp we are. Oh yeah, look at that, guys. That is really sharp, I like that. What about the second cutting edge? Can we do it with that? Let's have a look. Oh yes, look at that, just as easy. And the little cutting edge, can we do it with that one? Am I going to cut my hand off in the process? Is it sharp enough to do it? Is it big enough to actually do it? Yes, if you can control it enough, because it's such a short 6 millimeters of blade here, but look at that. I think that's pretty sweet, don't you guys? Get that out of the way then. I've got my cardboard here again. It's been a bit lonely, this cardboard. Let's have a look. Wow, that is really easy. Absolutely effortless. What about, can we do it with the chisel edge? Yeah, you can, look at that. Just effortlessly chopping away the cardboard there. It's brilliant. I don't think it's big enough to do the, is it? Can we? No, I don't think it's big enough for the cardboard. Alright, it's gone. Yes, see, I forgot how to do it all now, guys, but somewhere in here, hopefully, we should have this, there's the end of it. at the end of it. There's a few little bits here. Are these going to be big enough to keep hold of, I wonder? We'll just try these few little bits first. We've got a little few bits left over. If we can get the blade in there. Can we get the blade through the lot of them? Yes, we can. Right, let's give it a go. Push. Wow. Super sharp then. We'll put them just there for a minute. Let's give the old power cord. Remember this stuff? I've forgotten all about it. Right, let's give the power cord a go. Speaker cable. Yep, just as easy with speaker cable. And where's the 24020? Again, 24 strands of 0.2mm copper in there. Fold him over a bit, get the blade in there. And, yep, the blade is really sharp, guys. Nice. Right, oh, what have we got here? Well, we've got an offcut for a start here. We've got an offcut of these large zip tie here. See, that's such a long time ago since I forgot what they are. Right, let's have a look. Wow! Bloody hell, look at that. Egads. Oh, nice and squeaky. We like squeaky. Remember squeaky? Awesome. Alright guys, let's chop the zip tie up if we can, if I can keep hold of it. Blimey. Oh, there we go, almost chopped me desk as well, me review bench as well. Let's chop that nicely. Now, do you remember this extra heavy duty strapping we used to use all those months ago? Here it is again. Let's have a look. Actually, wasn't it this that used to squeak? Yeah, look at that. Look how effortlessly that is. Right. And get it in there without chopping my fingers up. Oh. Yes, nice. Chop through that quite nicely too. Alright then. What we'll do is we'll get the bit of wood in a minute. But what we'll do is, first, we'll get what's left of Link's seatbelt in here as well. Remember this? It's been neglected. Right, here we go. Get the blade in there. Nice flat blade. Let's have a look and now listen. That was a piece of cake. And I'm almost cut my hand there. Cool. Right. What about I wonder how sharp this tip is. I wonder if you can pierce with a tip. Blimey. Yes, we can. Wow. Look at it. Can you see that on there? Little slices in there. Blimey, that's absolutely you know, it takes no effort whatsoever, guys. Struth. Anyway, here's the chopping block then. Let's start with this chisel tip here on the seatbelt, I think. Cool, listen to that. It is actually, it's gone straight through, absolutely effortlessly. Just need to finish that little bit off, look. Hang on, still not quite got it, but it's gone mostly through it, look. Struth. This is sharp as anything, this blade. I've been careful with it. Wow. Right, chuck that away. Aren't going to need that so much longer. Right, here's a bit of the cheapy ropey stuff with the chisel tip. And just look at that. Just resting the blade on it is enough to chop it. It's that sharp. Let's try the speaker style cable again then with the chisel tip. Let's have a look. Blimey. I don't need any effort at all. What about the this stuff, the heavier gauge stuff? Yeah, it's just as easy. I wonder what I can do with a bit of this pipe. There we go. Here's some of this pipe. Look. Will it flatten it? Will it ping it? Or what? Yeah, there it goes. Look at that. Absolutely effortless. What about with the main part of the blade? Yeah. Once again, it just, you can more or less rest the blade on there. That is fun. I like that. Okay guys, what we'll do is we'll call that sharp. Okay guys, so earlier on I mentioned that Mrs. Rathbone thought that this could be used as a bottle opener. So I'll tell you what, let's dash down to the kitchen and see how she gets on with it.
This is a Kubey multi-tool knife.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if you can open this bottle. It's quite a good grip on it. Get under one of those little bits that stick out, if I can. Oh. Oh, there it goes. Nearly. Like a nice little pattern there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there it goes.
Hey! What did you think of that then?
Well, it's not the easiest one to open, but at least I suppose it opened it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's got quite, you know, you've got a grip on it, so it's
Comfortable
hurt
to
your
use.
hands or.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it does it in the end, so I suppose
Yep. Sweet.
it works.
Nice. Okay, thanks very much for that, Mrs. Rathbone. Took you a few moments, but you got there eventually, so you can use it for a bottle opener then. She was right. It's probably not the easiest thing, but at least you can use it for a bottle opener. Now, what about these here little spanners? I suppose you ought to nip down to the workshop and give these a go. Let's do that. Okay guys, so here we are down in the workshop with the Kubey multi-tool here, look. What we're going to do is we're going to see if it can tighten this little nut up first. We'll try this little one first, then we'll move on to this slightly larger item. Right, let's see if we can drop it on then and get it to actually engage in the nut. Let me have a look here. Yep, it's engaged. Right, give it some tightening up. There we go. It's quite tight. Oops, nearly dropped it on the floor. I don't want to do that, but that's nice and tight there, guys, as you can see. Re-engage the knife, and hopefully without knocking the other camera over. There we go. Tight. Loose. Awesome. Alrighty, so we've got the next size nut here. That's nice and loose, as you can see. So we'll see if we can get the spanner onto the nut, which you should be able to do. Look guys, can we do that? Yep, it's on. It's definitely on there. Right, let's have a look. Give it some tightening up. And we can get quite a bit, as you can probably see from the vice moving about there, quite a bit of torque on that, with no damage to the tool. Nice and tight. Can we get it back on again is the question. Now, can we undo it without damaging this camera here? Let's have a look. There goes the vice moving about. Oh, blimey, yeah, that was tight. Sweet. Okay then, so what about this glass breaker tip? Let's find a bottle for that then, shall we? Okay guys, here's a freshly opened bottle of cider by Mrs. Rathbone, as you've just seen. Let's give it a go. Okay boys and girls, let's give it a go, shall we? Here's the glass. There's the glass break, here it comes. Right, let's give it a go. Well, I'm sure you can hear that and see the results. Yep. What about giving it a bit of a tap as well, shall we? Better do that, I would imagine. Is it goodly enough focused. Let's have a look, just adjust the focus a tad. There we go, right in, give it a tap. Just look at it cratering the glass there, look. Yeah, it's glass all over the place. I can feel it on my arms, look. There we go. Sweet. Okay then guys, so hopefully you can see just how well this very nice knife works. We had the spanner going. There's no damage to the spanner that I can see on it. Mrs. Rathbone managed to open a bottle with a bottle opener here. That's just as she thought she would be able to. And we've chopped some stuff up too with a very sharp blade, which I'm keeping my fingers out of the way because I know this weird edge here is going to chop me to shreds if I'm not careful. So, okay guys, I hope you enjoyed the review. If you've got one of these knives, please let me know. If you like it. I like it now I've got one. So I didn't really like it when I first saw them, but you've really got to get one in the flesh, in reality, to actually appreciate the design. And I appreciate the design a lot more now I've actually got one here. So once again, let's thank the guys at Kubey knives for sending this sample in for me to review, for you guys to look at. I hope you, like myself, you agree it's a really nice, really nicely finished. You've got this nice titanium grey here, the contrasting gold liners, very nice indeed, gold thumb stud, and of course this wicked design blade here. I absolutely love this design of blade. As you know, I've got another knife with exactly the same blade on it, just a bit bigger, but we won't go into that now because we're looking at the Kubey, nothing else. Okay then guys, hope you enjoyed the review. If you did, please feel free to subscribe to the channel because that will help me out no end. I'm hoping to get to 1,000 subscribers soon. I don't know when that's likely to be, maybe in a month or two perhaps. But I'm hoping to get to 1,000 subscribers, and the more subscribers I get, the more chance I get of you know, manufacturers sending me stuff in. Hopefully Kubey might send me another blade in later on. We'll have a look at that as well. They've got a lot of nice blades out there, guys. There's a link down below to their website. You can go along, look at their all their different knives, and there will be a product page link down there for this one too, so you can go along and look at the difference. As I say, there is a slight design difference now, and they've also got one with a saw blade in it, exactly the same design but with a saw blade. Now that looks really awesome. If I could, I'd like to get out one of those and try it out, but they've got plenty of other blades for you to look at as well. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed the review, as I said just a few moments ago, so I'm repeating myself here again. Anyway, you can follow my exploits on Instagram too. Those of you who are subscribed will have already seen me chopping bits and pieces up. The photo of me chopping bits and pieces up on there. There's also my Patreon page too, if you'd like to help the channel in that way. Thank you very much indeed. And yeah, so that's the Kubey EDC multi-tool folding knife for you. Very nice indeed. Thank you very much to my friends at Kubey for sending it in. Please check out their website from the links below. I'm sure you'll find something you'll like there. Alright guys, thanks for watching, thanks for all your support. Thank you to Kubey for supporting the channel, and I will catch you here at Rathbone Manor in the very near future. Laters!
Rathbone.